What's up? I'm Austin. I'm here with the Build Guild. We're showing off builds. Happy Bowtie Friday. We're going to start off with Supernova, who's been working on, I think, kind of like a ZK voting system where we can kind of vote on builders' input using what I thought was going to be like a ZK circuit, but I think you use like a semaphore or something else. So I don't totally understand the ZK behind it, but maybe Supernova can show it off. Let me make sure people can share their screen. You should be good to go whenever you're ready. Supernovas. Oh, maybe. All right, we got it. Yep, here it is.
So this is the build I was working on, and this is based on semaphore protocol. So as you said, circuit is being used, but I did not created them. So they were developed earlier. So the circuit works like we can prove that we are part of a group without revealing our address. So this is like your public address, and these are your keys. So these are generated using the circuits. And so like this is your address, and if you want to create a new identity, you can just click on load existing, and then so let me just demo it. So this is the screen. So here you can enter any proposal. So just I will add build for, and then the description of the vote, and then here you can add the proposal name. So here I can just add proposal number 1, and here proposal number 2, and here proposal number 3, and here the address of the coordinator. So I will just put my address, and then I will create a new proposal.
What were the 3 things that you added there? They were just different builds within a single proposal. So there's an overall arching proposal and there's kind of a coordinator that's in charge of it. But what were the 3 things that you added to it? Just different little builds?
Yeah, these are the proposal name. So these are converted to bytes in the contract.
So it has 3 different names? I'm still confused. There's a single proposal, but there's 3 different text entries. What are those for?
No. This is the main voting name. This is the description, and these are the 3 proposals. 1, 2, 3.
The 3 proposals?
There are 3 proposals. Yeah, 3 proposals. Yeah.
I guess like the 3 options that you can vote.
Okay. It's 3 options. Okay. Got it. Okay, I get it now. So there's a big overall arching proposal, and there's a coordinator, and then there's different options you can choose within that proposal. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I was behind. I needed to catch up there.
Yeah, so here you can see the event, and this is the unique group ID. So as a coordinator, I can add any one of you. You can just give me your identity commitment by going to this website. I have linked in the group.
So we would go to ZK vote, and then we would create an identity. And then once we've created the identity, we would make a we would vote on one of the proposals, and we would send you that vote.
You have to send me your commitment, your public ID.
So so I'm still confused. a lot of confusion from me on my part. Okay, so let's say
you have to send me this.
Yep.
This ID.
Yep. But what is and then you would add that to a specific build. How do we vote on the different options?
First, I would have to add you to the this ID.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a proposal. And then within the proposal, there's different options. And when I land on the page, I need to generate an account. And then you need to add me to the proposal to be able to vote. And then once I'm added, then I can vote on the different options. Okay.
Yeah, but this is just an option. I can also make it open so that anyone can vote.
Got it. So should we paste in our commitment
ID.
to you. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. And we just paste it into the chat. Is that okay?
Yeah. So for now, I cannot add them together. So I will just add one or two. Yeah. So I have added you. So we have to figure out a way so that you can send the commitment to the coordinator secretly so that no one sees.
Right. So right now I can tell that like Carlos is number 122 and Jason is number 1027 and I'm number 6614. It's important that you're saying it's important that that information stays
secret,
unknown to the rest of the group. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then once they're added, how do we go about, do we reload it on our page once we're added, or what do we do?
Yeah, you have to click on this select button here. So now as the coordinator, I'm starting the vote. So I will click on start and then you all can vote.
So, okay, so I have my identity, but I don't understand how to get to the voting page.
Yeah. Okay. So on the home page, you have
let me share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So I've got the vote. So I'm going to load existing. I've sent that to you already. Sorry, I've showed off my private keys, but it doesn't matter. Which one do I click
on? Next. Next
okay.
button. Yeah.
Okay.
You just wait for it to. You can click on refresh. You are on Goldie. You have to on Goldie network.
Oh, okay. Put it on Gorley. There we go. Need a little warning there or something, huh? There we go. All right, that's what was going on. And then I select this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
You have 100 ratio, and you can give your votes. So if you give 2 votes, then it will square. So 4 will be deducted. Yeah. No, you can't do 80. You have to do a so like if you get no. You should reduce that 80 to maybe 4 or 5. So if you give 4, it will square to 16. So in quadratic system.
As I do 2 or 3 or 4, I start to see my remaining votes quadratically go down. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely could use some UI there where you kind of basically click up and down and run out of votes remaining, right? Okay, cool. So I voted.
Yeah. So now your transaction,
what's it doing?
Yeah, it's creating a proof. Then the params are going through the relay, and then it will just no. You can't vote twice.
It's failing to vote though. I must need a backend. You must have a backend up that's only running on localhost, and we would need a backend to be.
It should work.
It looks like it's trying to hit localhost. Yeah.
I think it should work. Let me just.
And what starter kit did you use for this? It looks like it's using Rainbow Kit.
Yeah, I used Next plus Rainbow. Yeah.
Cool.
Can you click on vote again? I think it did not.
Try to vote again, you're saying?
Yeah, you can click on back and then vote again.
Yeah, it's still hitting localhost for me. Maybe we'll need to run through this one a couple more times to clear it up. Cool. Okay, so it's on its way. It's definitely happening. We'll have to mess around with this some more. There's definitely like a ton of user experience stuff that needs to be improved to be able to even understand what's going on. But it's cool tech, right? Like a good prototype looks ugly. It's about getting it to work, and that's the key at first, right? Awesome. Okay, yeah, keep it up, keep building this stuff. It's cool. Let's see, who do we have next on the list here? I think I have maybe Carlos showing off. Is it ABI Ninja? What are you up to, Carlos?
Yeah, ABI Ninja again.
Oh, awesome. Hit us up. Yeah, go ahead. Give us a share.
Yeah. Share.
I used ABI Ninja the other day and it was very smooth. I was able to just grab an address, paste it in, it loaded up the contract. Like now, anytime I need to give someone a contract to interact with and I don't have a front end for it, I just go here, paste in the contract address, and it gives me a URL. And then I just share that URL to anyone and they click it and they come in and they've got the full contract interface.
Nice. Yeah, so I think like this is the fourth time that I'm presenting ABI Ninja.
Hey, when we go pro with things, it takes a while, and you got to smooth the rough edges for sure.
But I have like a few updates. The biggest one being that ABI Ninja is live, so you can check ABI Ninja on ABI.Ninja, which is cool. And you were saying, Austin, that you like you usually like paste the contract address here. You know, when let's grab, for example, the DAI contract, and you can paste it here and load the contract here. But I made like some like route changes on the ABI Ninja, so you can also do ABI.Ninja / and paste the contract address, and that will like load the contract automatically on mainnet. And if you want like a Rinkeby contract, you can also do, like / Rinkeby, and that will also work.
I think we see a lot of that we see a lot of people build things that kind of extend Etherscan in some kind of way. You go to Etherscan and you've got, Etherscan / token and then address, when you could just replace that with ABI Ninja and it takes you to a new site that gives you an interface. I think that's a common pattern.
Yeah, I think this ABI Ninja can be cool, if someone has built like a contract and they don't have like an UI yet, maybe, they can just like link to ABI Ninja because they know that ABI.Ninja / the contract address is going to give like a nice interface. So you can get like your users interacting with your contract like right away. So I think that's cool. So what else? I have to do like, this happens sometimes when you start like building a prototype and you start like adding features to it. Sometimes you realize that it's becoming like harder to add stuff because everything is like too crappy, like everything is a mess. So I have to do like I kind of like rebuild on the base layer, So I was like, the way I was handling state and routing, now it's like a fresh with a fresh refactor. So now it's like way easier to add stuff, add functionality. So what else I have here? Also, I made like some UI improvements, so it looks nice on mobile. So I mean, it's not like super optimized on mobile, but at least you can like it's usable. So everything is in place, and so you can like use it in your software if you want. Another thing that I did is I removed the partner wallet functionality, which I think, partner wallets are great, and in some cases, right? But I think here it is confusing, and like people like going here and seeing like a strange address here. I don't know, that doesn't make sense sometimes, I think. So I removed that. So as you see right now, I'm not connected with my wallet, but I can still use ABI Ninja, right? Because I'm using like providers to get like all the like a Infura provider or whatever to load all the data. But for all the like write transactions, you need to connect your wallet, right? But you can still like read.
That's really smooth. That's a great addition. Just like delay the wallet connection as long as you possibly can, and let them even do some reads to the provider without even having the wallet. That's nice.
Yes, And also one thing that you can see here, I took inspiration. I think it was Naim from the other day, the Bowtie Friday. I think he presented like this NPX ETH contract or something like that, and he was showing like the result in a cool way. So I mean, this is like not approved by the designer yet, but it's like at least I'm like showing the data. So yeah, let's do like a transaction like maybe on Rinkeby, so we can. So yeah, let's do ABI Ninja / and then Rinkeby. Let's see if that works. Yeah. So now let me connect my wallet. I have a warning here. Let's switch. Okay, so let's mint some free Rinkeby DAI. Let's do like 100. So if you send a transaction, now the output will be like way nicer. I think on Scaffold-eth, like you get like a weird string like here, like so. I just like make like a JSON parser, so it's so like a better output.
You can PR that back to master?
Maybe. Yeah, I will do that for sure. Yeah. Okay, so you see, I mean, it's not like I said, like this is not approved by the designer, but you can, you get like at least like a better feedback here, right? That you can also, like lapse this and like keep working, and then yeah. So let's see. I think that's it. Like I'm not going to present like anymore, because I think this is like it's not really like final. But at least like this is live, like people can use it, and I'm going to keep adding features and stuff. But I think like the biggest stuff is already done. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
we need to do like, basically like a video, like production. Yeah, we need to meme it into existence.
Yeah,
start using ABI Ninja and showing it off and pasting it. Yeah.
And sorry, please, like go ahead and use it. Like everyone here, like please go use it with your contract, and any feedback that you can give me, that will be great, because I think like the little UI UX things, I think are the things that give like a product like being like more professional, right? Like the little things. So like please go and use it, and like hit me up with any improvements or feedback that you might have.
Awesome build. Good job, Carlos. I feel like ABI Ninja is one of those apps I'm going to be using on a regular basis. It's just that much nicer than using like Etherscan and connecting my wallet to Etherscan. So good work, Carlos. Hopefully we see some of that stuff.
Like you have like a use case the other day with the streams, right? Like the
yes. Yep. So basically I have streams streaming to developers, right? And we were in the situation where we want to upgrade a stream. And so now the developer has 2 streams for a little bit, and they need to pull from their old stream, but still pull from their new stream, or have their new stream be integrated into BuidlGuidl.com. And it was a perfect like, oh, this is really easy. I just take the old stream, I paste it into ABI Ninja, and I give them that link. And I say, hey, we deployed a new stream for you. You can go to and see it on BuidlGuidl. But if you need to withdraw from your old stream, here's a link. And you follow the link and you connect your wallet and you do a stream withdraw with a little bit worse UX than if you had a full website, but it's actually like great compared to if you had to do this manually or raw. And the fact that I can send it in a single link and they could just follow the link and have it is really, really handy. All right, great work, Carlos. Next up is David Ryan showing something off. I have no idea what David Ryan has to show us, but let's see it. Here we go.
Yeah, sure thing. Hi, David here. I'm going to demo an on-chain NFT project. I've sent the app and GitHub links in the Zoom chat. So basically what I've done, let me do a screen share. What I have done is forked optimistic loogies as a script. I wrote down all the words I was going to say, and now it's gone. Okay, so what we've got up on screen is we've got a fork of optimistic loogies, which is a fully on-chain generative art SVG, and every time you hit the mint button, you get another one. So you've got this chat link, you've got this in the chat window if you're on the Zoom call. So it's merge fractal girly test.surge.sh. So if I hit that, I should get another one. Hopefully it will appear on my MetaMask. So I'll post some girly-eth. So the proceeds for the NFT sales are going to Protocol Guild to fund core development. So I'm not actually taking any money off this one, but it's kind of a continuation of some of the stuff I did on Nifty Inc. last year. So on Nifty Inc. I was doing, Nifty Maestro. I still am Nifty Maestro, but I've got a kind of coder.eth, drcoder.eth. So yeah, so Girly's now processing that transaction. Is it Girly or Gorley? I think it's Girly. Oh gosh, it's a failed transaction.
I think I call it Gorley, but I have no idea. It's like a hard O. Like I don't know. I don't pronounce Gorley well. Someone who knows the native language. I don't know. Gorley. What is that like? Is it like Swedish or something? Let's find out.
Okay, we've got a failed transaction. As you can see, I had done a few successful transactions. I've got it running locally. I've got it running on Surge. So maybe I'll just hit the other button. Maybe just give it a refresh. So hopefully it will work.
Gorley's a train station in Berlin, so it's definitely not Swedish.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried too, and I get a need to send it error. Maybe it's missing the value for the transaction.
I know. Okay, I can say exactly what's happened then. Let's go to the code. So basically, the first four, that should say, let me just correct that. So for the Girly deployment, we've got increments at 5, 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4 cost 0.002 ETH, 5, 6, 7, 8 cost 1 increment, 0.003. So somebody has gone and minted them in the background while I was talking, and that's why it failed, which is hilarious.
This is why you have slippage protection in a DEX, right? Because the price is always moving on you, and the front end tries to guess it, but then you need some kind of protection too.
It's exactly. We just saw slippage on my NFT project. That's good. Hopefully you're about to get one this time. It looks like I just did get one actually. So I've got number 1, number 3, and number 7. Presumably some of you guys have got 4 to 6.
Yep, I got 4.
Brilliant. Okay, so we've got some fractals on Girly. So for mainnet, as you know, the TTD is a big number starting with 5875. So I'm just going to do a lot of these things. There's some randomized traits. There's one trait that's going to be only 1 in 4,096. So I reckon we should have 5,875 of these things. They're going to cost 0.002 ETH if you get in early, and then it's going to ramp up every 100. So the slippage will only occasionally kick in on mainnet, and depending on the rate these things get minted, most people won't get that slippage because the user interface will update before they hit the button. Okay, we're already up to 0.004. I'll mint another one now. Maybe I should just talk about some of the features while that's minting. I'll talk about some of the features of it. How long have I got, Austin?
It's so complex of a drawing. Could you just show us the smart contract just for a second? Like,
absolutely.
Do you do that animation all in the SVG, all on chain?
Absolutely. I'd love to say that. So I had to split this into 3 contracts. So merge fractal is the outer one. Fractal strings is the one that generates just the moving fractal there, and shared functions and data is anything that depended on both of them. So we've got so some of the components, we've got a core dev name. So the core dev name would be that one there, 120 of those all stuffed into the smart contract. We've got a team which is looked up. The team's actually sitting there. So the team name is looked up. The lines in the background are a single path that's copied 4 times. If I zoom in, you can see it's basically 4 counter-rotating sets of lines which create a moire effect in the background. So that's pretty cool. So the actual fractal itself, we've got. I'm going to find token URI, not there. Token URI. So token URI looks up something else, which looks up something else, which looks up that thing there, render token by ID. So first it draws a disk, then it draws 4 sets of lines on top, then it draws a border, So the border of the colors from the outside. Then it draws some text, which is the rotating text from the outside, and then it draws some Ethereums. So in case anybody was wondering, this is two Ethereums on left and right, which then merge smoothly into the middle after some jiggery pokery movement. So we've got some traits. So we've got all the devs equally common. The team is less. The team belongs to the dev. Some subtitles, there are rarities on those. So there's some that are very common. There are some that are very, very occasional. Let me just show you the subtitles. They are sitting, I think, in the top level, probably. Yeah, there we go. So the subtitles, Ethereum merged September 2022. That's common. So is the big TTD number. If you go down the bottom, you're very, very lucky if you get Anthony. Sorry, if you get Vitalik is clapping, you're very, very lucky. You might even get Austin Griffith is whittling. So yeah, there's a rarity. But basically, I generate two random numbers, take the min of them, and taking the minimum means you're far more likely to get something up the top than down the bottom. And there's, yeah. So there's some rarity on the subtitle. The duration, likewise, is an average of two random numbers. So there's kind of a triangular distribution, common values in the middle. So like 30 is common, 6 is very rare, and I think 50 seconds is very rare. So that's a duration for the left-right movement in seconds. Dropouts. So dropouts are when one of the four squares drops out. 0 dropouts is common, and 4 dropouts I think is 1 in 4,096. So this has got 1 dropout. It looks quite nice.
This is a very intricate SVG NFT. Holy moly.
Yeah, exactly. I've spent like a month on this now, so hoping somebody else other than me wants to mint it. So we got some dropouts. I think 2+ dropouts looks nice. So if you're lucky, you can mint one of those on mainnet. It'll be released on mainnet when gas is low, probably this Sunday or next Sunday.
That was my question. So that's the next stop, is to deploy this thing to mainnet. What's it cost to put the contract out there? I suppose it's pretty bulky.
I think we can see that. We've got some, am I on the right one? Yeah, that's the build. We've got, so this was at 1.5 Gwei. We've got 0.06, 0.05, 0.095. That's around 0.02. It's going to cost around 0.04 Gwei, 0.04.
Well, that's at Goerli gas prices, though. What we need to know is the amount of gas it used, not the cost on Goerli, because the cost on Goerli would be at the different gas price. If we knew like how many millions of gas it is to deploy, I think we could figure it out. Yeah, so I've got, at the moment, I've got 1.5 Gwei on Goerli, and on mainnet, I'm hoping to snipe it at under 3 Gwei on a Sunday. So whatever the numbers are, the numbers here just double them. That's what I'm expecting to pay. That's not bad. I'm lucky. Yeah, 3 Gwei, because I remember when you deployed your was it your original Loogies project, and you paid over $1,000 to do that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was because it was like it was like on a call live. If there's one way to accidentally spend way too much money on chain is when you have to deploy something at that moment and everyone's watching. And gas spikes at the same time, right? Yeah, so it's like a 25 right now compared to the 3 that you want, right? It'd almost be 10x. Yeah, so I'm based in Vietnam at the moment, although obviously I'm British, so it means I can get cheap gas on Sunday daytime, nighttime. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm always watching for those cool moments of gas and jump in and go deploy a Gnosis safe or something like that. Yeah. So I think go ahead. Go on. I was just going to say, has anybody on the call got a monochrome one yet? Ooh, monochrome. Yeah, monochrome. I'm going to put in a couple more, but a couple more rarities. But are you going to do a limit of 42 total? There's going to be, if you do 42 total, there's going to be so many different traits that you have that are rare that you put into the contract that will never show up in the tokens, right? That's right. Well, for the Goerli test deployment, so this is what I just deployed before the call. This is the 4th Goerli deployment, in fact. For mainnet, I'm going to do 5,875. Okay. A much bigger limit. Yeah, so they're relatively cheap, and I'm hoping. I mean, I'm going to pick up 10, and I'm hoping most people pick up a few. So, and you might get 1 or 2 rare ones during that. I don't know. We'll see. Cool. Let us know when it goes live. I'll do some minting for sure. Will do. Thank you so much. I think Chris Cagg is up next with another NFT project too. Great project, David Ryan. I can't imagine all the stuff that went on chain to make that work. That's so much stuff. And I think Chris is doing some SVG magic too, I think. Maybe we can pass it over to him and see what he has. But similar project, but probably less code on chain, I think.
Yeah. Hey everyone, can you hear me?
We got you.
Okay. So first the Figma designs. Here it is. Okay, so the past few weeks I've been learning Figma a little bit, and I posted this in the chat, the Telegram group. I just played around to see like what we can do for future scaffold design. I also did this. It's like a sort of like auction website for your NFTs. Yeah, to have like a more minimalistic design. And as well, I did this. So there's
Can you explain, is this, what was this one? I saw this one, but I couldn't understand what it was. Was it an auction you were setting up or a showcase?
this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically like what I wanted to do with this one, basically like if you want to show like your NFTs, like sometimes like the NFT websites are all like sort of basic. They will show you like the kind of like NFT you will get, the rarities and stuff, but like it won't show the art itself in a more like sleek design way, if I can say it like that. So like this way, like I thought of this, like what if we just like create like huge cards on a website where like someone can come and like connect his wallet or her wallet and just like scan also like the QR code, and like it will like show up on their phone browser, like the art itself, and like they can mint it using like their mobile wallet. That's just an idea that I had yesterday, and I was like, okay, let me just put it to work on Figma, and yeah, this is what I came up with. I don't know if you understand the concept. If you have more questions, just ask.
Yeah, I guess I get it. I was just wondering where you were going with that, but I see what you're saying. It was like, let's play around with displaying NFTs as a large card and something that someone could scan, and just playing around with Figma. It's cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And the one on the far right, I see it over on there. Like I can barely see it, like the little star field you were working on for a while. That's on the very far right, like that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you launch that? Did that go live?
This is what I'm going to launch soon.
This one, yeah.
Okay, this is made with p5.js. It's like the JavaScript library.
Yeah.
And like every time you have like random outputs, and depending on how you will like set up the colors and like the patterns, it can have like a million outputs, so like no collisions whatsoever. So like every time you mint, generative art, it will be unique forever. And this script, so basically like behind, so that's how like Outblock, I don't know if you surely know about Outblocks. That's how they proceeded with Figma and Chromie Squiggle and all their like all their artworks. So basically what they do is just pretty simple. Like they're not doing SVG, but like they just put like this whole script. You can have like as many lines as you want. This one's like 234. But like it will be inside the contract. That means like every time you will mint, it will depend on like the hash itself. It's a little bit more explained on here. Level 2, yeah. So basically what it does, like when a piece is minted on chain, the developer has no control over the final output, but it's generated at the moment, in a unique way. And yeah, it's completely unique. That's why I found this pretty cool, and you can have many iterations. It would it would depend on to the developer or the NFT project itself to like limit the sort of outputs that can be out there. Yeah.
Awesome
if you have more
stuff.
questions, ask me.
So it's not on chain, but it's generated from an on-chain seed, and it's the process of watching that generation and having that be deterministic, and the code for the JavaScript where it draws the thing, that's not in the smart contract, right? It's more just like the seed goes into that procedural code and it just draws something for you off chain, but the seed is on chain. Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
exactly. So what happens with P5JS is like you get like a seed, and that seed, once you put it on your browser, you will get this. So it will be generated on the spot every time you basically click on that link. So cool. you don't need IPFS, no Pinata.
Awesome.
So I don't know if they change it, but on our blogs, I remember like looking at this like Ringers contract, and they have like the actual like JavaScript code in the contract. So they like I remember like trying to because they have like this like minified, and like they change things around, like the names and everything, so it's hard to like to do like back engineer, but they have like the actual code in there, at least with Ringers. I'm not sure if they have changes now, but it was like that. They have like the P5 JavaScript code on chain.
Wow. So basically exactly. You query the token URI and you get back like compressed JavaScript, and it just runs that in your browser.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like this whole script will go into your contract, basically. And every time you mint, you get a seed sort of hash, and that hash will like determine what you got when you minted it. And that's what because like, yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Okay, great rendering, man. Yeah, this is I need to mess around with this more. So there's an editor, I take it. It looks like editor.p5js where you can play with the stuff in the browser. I might need to start tinkering around with that more often. Great build, Chris. Awesome.
Thank you.
I think up next is Nick. Nick, are you out there? What do you have to show off today?
Give me 1 second.
We gotcha.
You can
cool.
See that?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So I was trying to find a way to get some sort of like free database, so we could do indexing of events on chain, and then possibly like have like a cache version that we could host quickly. So I came up and I found this site. It's called deta.sh, and they offer free database. So if you guys noticed this week, Heroku, they closed down their free database service. So there's probably gonna be a lot of people looking for that. So what I did is I went ahead and integrated it into like a basic Scaffold-eth version. So this is just like an example. Like it starts off with like, this is your database, first DB. So if you wrote on chain like a message, and then just to show that you can pull that data, that it actually went to the database, it fetched the data. And here you'll see like it picked up, it was on block 4, it wrote the message BTF. And then you can like pick up different data that you would want to collect there. And then just to kind of show like the functionality of it's like to make a call to that database and pull the data. If I wanted to, like just to pull that message back up, and then it's going to pull it up from the database. And then if you want to create a new database, you could just do new. And you click create. Takes a couple seconds.
These are API calls to their service, is that right?
That's right. And then it'll show up. So now I have the new database already here. So let's say, for example, like you had like a blockchain chat, for example, like clicking in this link here, I could just be clicking to a different chat that would have between different people. So then you could come in here and you could send a message to and then it would be in that specific chat or in that specific database. So then if I fetch the data, so then I did a write-up on it. So if anybody goes to the GitHub, they can see like I did like a step-by-step, and all they require is an email. And then you just grab your project key. And then I show exactly where you need to put it and then like all the basics. But the code itself is very simple. It's a NoSQL database. So just try to make it as simple as possible so anybody could get it up and running like right away.
That's a good Scaffold-eth build. I say this every Friday, but it's ugly and it does the job. And that's like the perfect prototype with Scaffold-eth. You start with, okay, there's this technology I want to integrate or use. I get it to work, right? I get reads and writes to work successfully. I kind of display them a little bit. It's ugly as heck, but it's a perfect starter kit for someone else who wants to use that as their backend. They can fork that and they can build the pretty stuff in as they need, but it's a perfect prototype or starter point. This definitely would bring up questions of like centralization and who owns the data and all that stuff. And that's just like a conversation to have within Web3. But I think it's also like, as services fall over, we need these random Web2 centralized services to help us out. Like we use Surge all the time, right? Surge is definitely centralized, but it's so good for prototyping because we could just YOLO some app to Surge and get a front end quickly back and share that front end with other folks.
Just a couple things to note. It is hosted on AWS.
Cool.
So it's not decentralized, but it is very fast. And their goal is, like the motto of the company is free forever. So, I mean, you can host or you could back things up on IPFS, but then if you want fast hosting, you could do it here too.
You should share the link to that repo so we could share that in the notes. So people who are looking to fork this or use this could quickly go find your repo and fork it.
Cool, will do.
Cool, great build, Nick.
Thanks.
So I think we're gonna end with Damu, but maybe if we have a couple minutes, I think someone else, yeah, a starter kit. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it a soft CH like Chijoke or a hard CH like Chijoke? How do you pronounce your name? Chijoke? How do you,
yeah,
Chijoke?
It's Chijoke, but friends call me CJ though.
Okay, cool, got it.
Yeah.
Chijoke? It sounded soft there, but I want to get that right.
Chijoke, yeah.
Chijoke. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
man. All right, you are up. Show us what you got. I think you said you had a starter kit, right?
Yeah, I do. Okay, I could go now.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Should be able to share your screen too.
Yeah.
And if we can fit it to 5 minutes so we can get Damu in at the end, that'd be perfect.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
It's coming up. It's coming up. It's still coming up for me. There it is. We got it. I got it at least.
Okay. Good day, everyone. So like to just be fast and not waste time. Okay, I'm working on a starter kit that basically just makes working on the front end easier and it gives you more freedom, basically, like because I've been working with ant design for some time and it doesn't give you the freedom to kind of make your application or DApp look exactly the way you want it to look. So it kind of bugs me sometimes. So I found Chakra, which is very cool, and like everything just works out of the box, and it's basically it's like everything is plain. You can make it look exactly the way you want it to look. So I've made a couple demo builds with this starter kit, even though everything is not ready. It's about the remaining the contracts and just a few more components to free up everything, and everything would be ready. So like I've been making builds with this and it's been really looking cool. So I think I would be able to maintain that particular starter kit so that anybody that maybe wants to make a really good or nice looking front end their with their build could do that simply with this. I'm just trying to kind of show off my final speedrun project that I made with this starter kit. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so what am I doing?
I spend a lot of time waiting on MetaMask too. I don't know what that error was.
I didn't know it should happen. Too fast. Okay, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, it's trying to connect to your local. I think the key would be if you could post the link to this repo so other people could use your starter kit and try it out.
Yeah.
This looks like it's gonna work though.
Yeah, this already deployed project. This is deployed to Rinky and already in Surge. Like this, I'm not doing this locally, so I'm just trying to. Okay, so I'll just post the starter kits on the chat so that maybe anybody that wants to work with it could simply do that.
And it's definitely something we've seen, like Ant D was just something that I started using with Scaffold-eth a long time ago. And yeah, it's way too opinionated. We need something that's more front-end agnostic where someone can make any design they want. It's definitely something we're noticing as we're trying to take some of these apps pro is sometimes that Ant D UI library is a little bit too opinionated. I don't know what's going on. Maybe give it a reload there, like reload the page after you connected your wallet, because it shows that you have $0 too, and that doesn't seem right either. I wonder if the RPC is falling over or something. There, yeah, there. Now it shows that you have money. I bet one more mint. This is the one.
Oh,
yeah, there they go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was wondering what was happening. So basically, like gas field required.
I don't know. Maybe not. Darn it.
Yeah. So, but everything I've already minted enough to show off. So, like, it's basically the Lugi tank and the composable SVG. Yeah, I just
classic.
Just tweaked everything just to show off the starter kit. But the starter kit will be ready, and I would probably finish the contract components by the end of the month, before the end of the month, so that it will be available for anyone that wants to make use of this starter kits.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, post the link.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Shijoke? Shijoke?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about exactly, but it's my best try.
Yeah, you did.
Happy Bow Tie Friday, Shijoke. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Yeah. All right, we got one last one. We got Damu for the closing 10 minutes. Oh man, look at this. He's been cleaning up the style. Yeah. Look at this.
Hey guys, time to play.
Morra
in the chat.
All right, I'm in.
This is deploying Polygon, and you have to pay 1 Matic to play. So if anyone needs some Matic, pass your address in the chat, and we'll send you a couple of Matic.
Okay, I see it now. So there's should I create a game, or did you already create the game? You'll create the game? Okay.
Yeah.
Love this font. And this is Polygon, right? This is real money. This isn't Mumbai.
Yeah, real money, real play. this is, I will send the game, and I will send some.
I'll send these
Matic
guys. I'll
to
send these guys some
David.
Matic. I got it. I got David Ryan. I got it. I'm sending it.
Okay.
And then I'll get Damu, or I'll get. Oh wait. Oh, Damu, you posted the game. Okay, I got Supernova. I'm sending Supernova some Matic. I think I sent David Ryan's, but I'm not sure. Let me try it again. Okay, sending Chris some, sending Carlos some. Here we go.
Exactly.
Two Matic on the way to Chris. Oh man, they're failing. Weird.
I've been finding polygons a bit flaky recently.
So I was using the wallet and Scaffold-eth, and when I went to use the wallet, just use MetaMask to send it, it's sending a lot better. So maybe there's something about our wallet in Scaffold-eth.
Yeah.
Okay,
I sent a bunch of Matic, sending some more.
Anyone have joined now?
Okay, let me join. I got to get in on this.
I thought so,
too
but
busy
there's
sending
another
Matic.
join button in the middle. Do I hit that again too?
I'm getting
I'm
a
joining.
transaction error.
I'm joining.
Yeah, I can't join yet. I'm getting transaction errors.
It's not
And I haven't got any Matic, which
Maybe I can create a new one. What?
Gonna try to send you some more, David Ryan.
I'm going to end up with a lot of Matic in my.
Did I join the game? I think I joined the game. Maybe not.
Yeah, I felt like I joined, but then there's another join button in the center that doesn't.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too. Do I hit the join button again? Something's up.
No, something happened. Well, what happened?
Okay, it looks like I've got some money now.
You got some money, right? I sent it? Yeah.
I've got some money. See if I can join. Type David, let's join. Transaction error. Resolve for all ADDR is not configured for ENS. Yeah, it doesn't like
Usually,
ENS.
yeah. Well, I sent out half my Matic to everyone. At least everyone should have a little Matic now.
No. Well, maybe I can try to create another one.
Okay.
Something is happening because
You don't usually see 500s very often. You're not running your own backend, are you? Oh, that's to Alchemy. So Alchemy is kicking you 500s. Maybe we're hitting it too hard.
Yeah, maybe some RPC problem.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
On a super decentralized blockchain, we always end up not being able to get to our smart contracts because our centralized RPC falls over. No one's running their own nodes. I'm creating a new game. Don't do it. I already did it. I just can't create. I spent the one. Let's see what happens.
This does not like me at all. I can't join. Yeah, I've tried
I joined
joining
it,
with my-
right? So it's this game?
No,
Let me
no,
put-
no, it's not working.
Don't do it?
Something is
Okay.
happening. No, you should
darn it.
see. You should see the player list at least your address. Something is broken, but it was working just before.
Yeah, it is showing at least my address. So you're saying that should be listed here or here? Yeah. All right, next
Yeah,
week.
the-
Next week,
Okay,
Damu.
okay. next week.
We're
Okay,
playing
okay.
some more. Dude, I love the design here. Can you tell us just a little bit about what you did here with the design? Did you have help with the designer? Or is this all you?
Yeah, Dia helped with the design.
Mr. D.
Yeah,
Dope.
yeah.
Who also
Um,
helped with your the future block hash dice game, right? Pixel roll. And this is
Yeah,
like a totally
exactly.
different style, but it's styled up. I love it. Love to see that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we will play the next week.
We will play next week. I will
Yeah.
be here with my bow tie. All right. Thank
Yeah.
you all for showing up today. Happy Bow Tie Friday. Great stuff. A lot of great presenters. See you guys next week or the week after that. Happy Bow Tie Friday.